Welcome to Fabarchii. Our video for today is designed to give you the top super tips to set up your residential apartment project in a best possible way. There are some very important points which you need to keep in mind for setting up a residential apartment. Listen to this video carefully till the end and get prepared to get your project done with fantastic results. Hello friends, I hope all is well and you're doing great. A residential apartment consists of apartments starting from 1-room kitchen to 7-bedroom or more. It's a basic need for every family and so very high in demand. A quality building with fantastic looks and useful amenities is most important for any form of residential apartment to succeed in India or abroad. So let's begin with the first tip for a residential apartment project, which is to be clear about your project and its requirements. To increase clarity of requirements, check as many similar projects as you can online or in person to get a feel of the design spaces, overall look of the building, types of material used. Learn and get inspired to achieve your main goal, which is to get your residential apartment project done in a best possible way. Kindly think and write down your requirements in detail. Along with the residential apartment, some very interesting amenities like clubhouse, gym, children's play area, etc. and many more can be clubbed. Commercial spaces on the lower floors, mainly for restaurants, shops, etc., can also go along with a residential apartment. Start the process by finding out the maximum permissible construction known as FSI or FAR for the project land from the local authority. These calculations based on it will help you make some financial calculations key for your residential apartment project. It will help you clear all financial aspects of the residential apartment and increase your confidence manifold towards starting it. Important step towards your project would be to set up the kind of company you want to establish for the residential apartment project and take necessary tax related permissions and approvals. Some permissions are mandatory for a residential apartment project. It can be set up only on a non-agriculture land for residential purpose. There are various approvals and permissions required from the local authority and the government before starting any residential apartment, including permissions for land, building plan, water, drainage, electricity, fire facilities, etc. All necessary permissions should also be taken before starting of construction and use of building. Location of the residential apartment is very important and has to be chosen well, preferably on the main road with more width, because for selling or leasing of spaces, a good location helps very much. Also, the residential apartment needs to be set up in an area that has good transportation facility or is close to a railway or bus station or famous landmarks. The facilities or amenities offered by the residential apartment must be decided by the management based on the locality of the apartment. We then arrive at the important factor about the budget required for the residential apartment building. The approx budget required to get residential apartment building done for your project in India other than land expense for 1 square feet project area is rupees 1200 to 2500 or more. It can vary to an extent for the metro cities and some big cities where cost of construction is on a higher side. Approximately 1 to 2 years are required to complete a residential apartment project, starting from designing to execution of it. For some big residential apartment projects, it may take more time also. Increase and decrease in time of execution of your project depends on the speed at which you act on the required work. To get the best outcome for your project, factors like fantastic overall idea and design, elevation of building, selection of material, color, lighting, use of greenery, etc. as a whole plays a major role. And this will lead us to the final and most important tip. To get your residential apartment project designed by a right architect will make your project super attractive, easy to sell, will feel good and comfortable for you and your visitors, increase value of the project, and save a lot of time and at least 5 to 10% of your money. Some entrepreneurs think of saving money by not hiring an architect and try to do it themselves. They surely regret later once they see the mediocre end result. By doing it themselves, they do not realize how much they can lose in terms of money, attractive looks and latest design, creative ideas and organized design of project, optimization of project area, use of right materials, lighting, color, etc. So your best investment for your residential apartment project would be to hire the right architect for your project. That's where we can help you. We are architects and interior designers from Ahmedabad, India. We can design your residential apartment project wonderfully and guide you in the right manner to complete it on time, to your satisfaction and joy. Now, to sum it up and check your readiness for your residential apartment project, here are some important questions that you have to be ready with. Are you ready with the project area for your project with a good location? What budget have you decided for your residential apartment project? When would you like to complete your residential apartment project? Have you checked similar projects online or in person to compare and aim for a better project? Have you hired a good architect to guide you? So if you are ready with the answers for these questions, I am sure you will be much better prepared and come up with your wonderful residential apartment project. On that note, I will leave you with one last question. Would you prefer to get your residential apartment project designed by an architect or not? So friends, this is all for this video. I hope you enjoyed the super tips for setting up your residential apartment project. You can support my work by subscribing to my channel and never miss on my videos. I would love to know your feedback on this video in the comments for us to improve and serve you better. My name is Architect Bhavesh Ruparelia from Ahmedabad, India. Our company name is Fabarchii. For any more queries or help in setting up your residential apartment project, I have mentioned my contact details in the description below. I thank you so much for watching and good luck for your residential apartment project.